Hi everyone, hello, welcome. Today we're looking at publishing books on Amazon KDP and using BookBolt to do so. So the first thing I always like to look at and to demonstrate is my success. This is what Amazon KDP looks like. What is Amazon KDP, in case you didn't know? It's just a service that Amazon provides where you can publish your own book. Now, when I say book, I use that term loosely. It's not novels. I literally only publish word searches. So far this month, I have got 59 orders and we're on the 13th of August. So I think that's pretty good going. I would hope that by the end of the month, I'd be at least $500. So I would say August is looking like a really good month for me so far. Probably the best I've done. So what I want to show you is how do I get these books? How do I make these books? So let me show you my library here. This is a collection of all the books that I have up for sale on Amazon. You see I've got 20 pages. I think there's 10 per page. So I've got around 200 books published on Amazon. Now, have they all sold? No, but that doesn't matter. It is kind of a numbers game. You just keep publishing and see what works. Some things work, some things don't. Some things can get like quite good traction and they sell quite a few. The best thing is to just publish them and get them out there, see what happens. So how do I start publishing? Like, where do I even begin? So the best place to begin, and the only place I begun, and this is probably why I've done quite well, is because I just started straight at BookBolt. So I watched a YouTube video and it was someone showing you how to publish on KDP and how to create your book from scratch on BookBolt. So I straight away signed up to BookBolt because they do have a 3-day free trial. You can try it yourself, use code Tori20 and get 3 days free. So I did it. And I haven't looked back. So let me show you exactly what you do. So we go on, this is what BookBolt looks like, and we go in the studio, and that is where you create your book. So I want to show you kind of from start to finish how to start with something completely blank, new project, getting it ready to the publishing stage on Amazon KDP. And I might even show you how we would go about publishing a book on Amazon. Once you've done it a few times, it's really simple and straightforward. So you've loaded up BookBolt, and you click new project. So I've already researched a book and I know exactly what word search I'm going to do. It's going to be a history revision word search puzzle. So the two common sizes of word searches would be 6x9, that's kind of like your handbag size pocketbook, or 8.5 times 11, that's your big hefty size where the print is quite large. I personally prefer the 8.5 by 11 size. And then I do 55 puzzles. So 55 puzzles and then 55 solutions. So your page count needs to be 110. And there we go, press create, and here we go, a blank template. So the main thing here is creating your cover. You need your cover to be nice and attractive and appealing to the audience. Amazon shows a small thumbprint. You'll see a thumbnail because when you're buying stuff, usually on your phone or Amazon, you'll see the pictures are tiny, aren't they? So this needs to be quite eye-catching for someone to click it and make that purchase. So let's begin here. We'll just start with some shapes. We can just cover this background here. Make sure it's completely covered. If it's not completely covered, your book will get sent back and you have to redo it. Just a few tweaks, it's nothing major. you know, you don't want to waste time, do you? You just want to get them published. So we'll just pick something casual, inoffensive. So if I'm doing a history book, maybe something that colour would be good. Okay, so that's where I start. Then I'll probably do another shape. I'm going to do two of these actually. One for the blurb and one for the title. Let's zoom in a bit. So this is where the title's going to be. Going to make sure I keep it within those green boundary lines. And I'll probably make that white. And then it's nice to do this rounding feature. Just makes it look less harsh. And I'll do the same for this side too. And if you look, it snaps into the middle. So when you move it, so if you want to keep it all lined up, keep it snapped into the middle like that. Perfect. And I'll do the same. I might change it in a minute, but just for now, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to round that one off as well. Perfect. Okay, so I'd already decided the title is history. We'll call it history revision, I think. So add heading. So I just pressed the little text icon and heading. So history revision. So if you think this is something you could do and you're interested in creating your own little business, micro business, give it a go. I've got a link in my bio for BookBolt. Click it. Use code Tori20 because then you can have a 3-day free trial. And if you continue, you get 20% discount as well. So it's worth having a look. Give it a go. So history revision. I might make that a bit smaller. You can change the fonts. These are the free fonts. I will just pick something that matches what your book's about, as long as it looks neat and professional. And then I've copied that because near the bottom I'm going to make it clear it's a word search. Make that bigger. So remember, it will be a thumbnail, so make it as clear as you can for the person buying it. Word search. And I'm going to copy that again. I'm going to write like a subheading, puzzle book for adults, teens, and seniors, and shrink that down so it fits. And then put it under there. There we go, it's starting to come together a bit now. Now when you blurb, you just want to write, so you can get AI to help here. You just want to write something a little bit about the book and how to complete a word search puzzle. So this puzzle book will help encourage history revision for ages, whatever. You can complete the puzzles by going up, down, left, right, whatever manner. What I'm going to do is load another project and just nick it from there for now. So there's one. I don't know if this is a history related one, I will check. I don't know if that's pasted behind. So copy that, paste it over. There we are. So it does say geography themed. So I'll just change that. History themed word searches. Probably including Roman gods, the Normans, and ancient Egypt. So you can see it's starting to look professional. Right, we'll pause on the cover for now. Remember, keep it snapped in the middle. Yes, there we go. So we're starting to get a nice little cover together here. So let me show you how we actually create this into a word search. So this is one of the main reasons I love BookBolt. Creating a word search is so simple. All you have to do is click the puzzle button, find your word search. I think I've favorited it. There it is. It'll say select from 1 to 55 because that's how many puzzles we've got. Continue. So it looked like that. Choose CSV file. So CSV file is just a format of Excel file. So when you have an Excel file, you can save as .excel or .csv. So when you've got your list of words, save it as .csv. How do you generate your list of words? So your list of words is what makes your word searches. You could just use some AI tools or your own words, it's up to you. But if you want something quick, you use AI, let it help you. All you have to do is search for something like, I want 55 puzzles based on this topic, each puzzle with 9 words per list, something like that, or 12 words or whatever you need, and then it'll generate it for you. It might only do a few at a time. You could say just do 10 at a time and then copy and paste it into the Excel file. So I've already got some here. I'm just going to upload one. There we are. And then you click submit and you wait for it to upload. That was it. That was literally it. Let's have a look at it. Let's see what it's looking like. Right, there we go. There's our first page. There you go. Look at that. It looks like a proper professional word search book like you would buy in the shop, like you've seen before. And it's large print if you use the bigger size. It's perfect. Again, if you want to try BookBolt and you think this is something you could do, there's a link on my bio. Use code Tori20, get 20% off, and you get 3-day free trial. Give it a go. You can see, even though I'm talking to you about it, you can see how quick you could get this process going. Especially once you've got a great cover page, you can really get these things moving quickly and created and published. So that's what the word searches look like. Let me just show you a solutions page. There you go. Again, super professional, looks great. Simple as that, everything you want in a word search puzzle, and it uploads just like that, so quick. So back to the cover. We want this to be as eye-catching as possible. So I think one thing I probably need to add here is that the age group, oops, because this was history revision. I think it was for 7 to 11-year-olds I did. So let's add like another little subtitle there. Primary school age 7 to 11, and then we'll put year 3 to 6. There we go. Then it just makes it super clear who this is aimed at. So you could then decide what you want on your cover. You can get some help from AI to generate some pictures. You can, BookBolt has its own pictures that you could use. So on Pixabay, you could search for history related things. I have uploaded, I think I've got some generated already. Let's have a load one up. So this is one I've done. So what I'll do is I'll send it to the back. Just move that over a bit. See, this is kind of like a fun, cartoony. It's really clear who its target audience is, the children, what it is, where to search. And because it's sat at a dining table, it kind of makes it look like it's a homeschool thing, possibly. But that white, I'm probably going to change that now. That doesn't quite look right. So let's try blue. Yeah, that looks better. And then just to make it a little bit more history related, I think I'll add some history pictures or clip art or something. And look, I'm not a professional. I'm just trying things out, having a go. I've created a few covers, and the books that I've sold, it makes me think, well, that cover worked, I'll just keep doing that. And it's similar to this, really, this kind of formula. It's worked for me. You might even be able to do a better one. I'm sure you can. I'm not like an artist or perfectionist at all. So you have a go. Trust me. It's, you know, look at other covers, see what sells well, see what parts of it you could use for your cover. That's the best thing to do. Compare. There we go. That's history related. So I'd probably just add a couple of these little clip arty things. Make it obvious what it is. History. Maybe in the top corner here or something. Maybe a bit more, send backwards. Just play around with it, can't you? That's the idea. And then something else I like to add on my covers, definitely top tip, is I like to give it like stamps. It kind of makes it look like you've given it some kind of authority. So let me find one on here. I've got a lot of things uploaded on here. Like this. And you can add something, and it can say like large print, 55 puzzles. So mine will say 50 plus puzzles. And then I'll put one on the other side that'll say large print. So it's things that make it stand out compared to other puzzles. I'll zoom in a bit and get that. I like to try and make it as central as possible. Okay. And maybe let's see if there's like a little star shape or something. Yeah, like that one. Put that one over there. I'm sure you'll have seen books, puzzle books with like these kinds of things on. Makes it look special, like there's something special about this one. This one's a large print. There we are. So always try and keep your writing, especially away from the boundaries. There we go. Yeah, starting to look good. I'm happy with that. So when you're finished and you're happy with it, I'd probably add another picture like this on the back as well. Let's have a look. I might just do that now if I've got one. So I'd do something similar to the cover. There we go, like that. I'm going to delete that background now because this is covering all the background. Maybe put that up there. And then when you're happy with what you've done, download current project, that's it. And you just sit and let it download. And when it's downloaded, you can upload it to Amazon KDP. So if you want to have a go, if you think this is something you could do, do you know what? You can do it. Anyone can do it. I did it. You know, there's nothing amazing or special about me. I just give stuff a go. Literally, Tori tries. I just tried it. That's it. So, BookBolt, the link is in my bio. 3 days free trial if you use my code Tori20. Even just try it out for the 3 days. Get some ideas together and then try it out. And if it works for you and you like it and you're happy with it, you can continue and you get a 20% discount. So if this is something you are interested in or you'd like to give it a go, try it. It's literally free for 3 days. And then on top of that, so that's doing your creations. Signing up to KDP, the Amazon publishing service, is free. Completely free. Putting a book on there is free. All these books I've got uploaded are free. The way they make their money is if they sell a book, they will take a percentage cut and you get the other percentage. So you've really got nothing to lose. You just need to put in a bit of time and effort and energy and see what happens, see what works for you. Okay, we're nearly done, but just before I go, I just need to show you how this has progressed for me. And you can only publish a maximum of 10 books per week. So there's a limit on how much effort you can do, which I actually like because it means if I max out at 10, I'm done. I can only make 10 a week and publish them. So then you don't feel like, for me, I'm always like, I want to do more, I need to do more. If I can only do 10, I can only do 10. Right, this is what I've made this year. Bear in mind, I probably published a couple in February, just trialing it. Sold, published some, kind of forgot about it, checked a couple of weeks later, saw I actually had some sales, was flabbergasted. So I thought, well, let me just try a few more. Again, had a couple more sales. It's like, do you know what? This could be something I do put energy and effort into. So I did. That's when I started my publishing 10 per week around March. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, nearly 5 months ago. Yeah, about 5 months ago. 10 a week. That's it. And look where it's gone up. Now, it looks like it's coming down for August. That's because August isn't finished. So that's where I'm at in August right now. If my sales continues, it will be up there. So it just shows, keep consistent and your growth is consistent. You know, you've got nothing to lose. You're actually earning some extra income. So if you want to have a go, have a try, sign up to KDP for free. It takes a few days up to a week to get your account verified. Sign up to BookBolt, use the link in my bio and use my code Tori20 because you get 3 days free and 20% discount. and have a go. Just try it out, you know. You'll never look back. Get some sales, it's brilliant. If you've got any questions or you want to know more, please just drop me a message, leave me a comment, anything, and I'll help as best I can. I'll get back to you. If not, tune in again. I'll go live again on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yeah, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. See ya.